Tornadus-Therian has been a staple Pokémon in competitive singles ever since its introduction in Generation 5, even being banned to the Ubersteer in its debut generation. Tornadus-Therian has returned to Pokémon Scarlet and Violet with the recent Pokémon Home compatibility, but it is just a shell of its former self and has dropped down in usage significantly compared to previous generations. So why has Tornadus-Therian fallen off in Gen 9 competitive singles? To explain why Tornadus-Therian has fallen off in Gen 9, I have to explain what made Tornadus-Therian so good in previous generations. In previous gens, Tornadus-T was an incredible offensive pivot that offered great roll compression. It offered a rich move pool and good stats to back it up, with a high base 121 speed stat, respectable offenses with 100 base in attack and 110 in special attack, and sufficient bulk. It also has the ability Regenerator, which kept it healthy throughout the match, and this was especially potent in Gen 8 with the introduction of Heavy Boots. Staple moves on a pivot set often included two very valuable utility moves, these being Knockoff and Defog. These were two key components of Tornadus-Therian's move pool and role as an offensive pivot, as it could easily cripple and pivot into threats with Knockoff and remove hazards on forced switches with Defog. However, in Gen 9, Tornadus lost both Knockoff and Defog, taking away a lot from its potential as a pivot and roll compressor. With the loss of these moves, Tornadus pretty much lost all of its utility as a pivot, and it's hard to make a case to use this over other pivots that offer more utility like Corviknight and Zapdos. With the loss of Knockoff, it can no longer switch in and threaten a multitude of threats it previously could, like Heatran, Dragapult and Landorus T. Aside from a pivot, Tornadus-T was also a pretty good wall breaker on its own, and even better on rain teams, especially in Gen 8. In Gen 8, Tornadus-T gained the moves Nasty Plot and Weather Ball, being able to boost its special attack and have access to a powerful coverage move with Weather Ball Water, alongside 100% accurate Hurricanes. In the past, Tornadus was decent on rain teams with Hurricane alone and could use Flynium Z as well, but in Gen 8 its raw picking potential on rain teams especially was elevated to a new level. However, in Gen 9, Tornadus-T also lost Weather Ball as a solid coverage option, though it still has Nasty Plot. But if you're enjoying the video so far and want to see more content like this, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate it a lot. Tornadus-T can still be used as a wall breaker, but it faces the same problems it always had, being reliant on the accuracy of Hurricane or Bleak-Wave Storm in this case, and Focus Blast and even Heat Wave in some cases. Tornadus-T is a pretty unique special wall breaker though, as it is the only special attacker that is very fast with Nasty Plot and Step Hurricane and the ability Regenerator, allowing for multiple wall breaking opportunities. That being said, it does face heavy competition from other special wall breakers like Dragapult, Goldengo, and Nemorous and Iron Mod. While these Pokemon lack either Nasty Plot or speed, they either have a significantly higher special attack stat, better stab, can hold choice specs since they are not forced to run heavy duty boots respectively. That being said, I don't think Tornadus-T is a bad wall breaker, but it's not reliable as other wall breakers because of its inaccurate moves. Overall, Gen 9 has taken away a lot of strength from Tornadus-T's pivot potential, which was its main appeal and allowed it to fit on many teams in the past. Its wall breaking sets have also been nerfed a bit, face heavy competition and are not the most reliable either. Using Tornadus-T as a pivot is just not worth a team slot over other options, and the same could be argued for wall breaking sets outside of niche scenarios. Let me know in the comments what you think about Tornadus-T and check out my video on why Cleaver is disappointing in Gen 9. Thanks for watching and see you next time.